Well, hello YouTube. This is DJ from Dookie Johnstone Budgets coming to you with our weekly Saturday cash stuffing video. How are you guys doing? I am doing great. I am filming this video actually Friday night, but you guys won't see it till Saturday morning. This is my weekend of work. So trying to knock my 2 videos out early that I do on the weekend, but of course I can't film the Sunday video until one of my membership persons, Save with Judy, does her roll and save, because I try to do it after I watch that video to see what she rolls and saves for that one. I mean, I could do my own roll and save on it, but I want to do whatever she saves. I want to save with the rest of the membership group. So that's why I just save it, and I'll do that video a little later. But so let's go ahead and get started. So guys, I have some changes that I made to my binders. I want to only have 4 binders for the year. I want to continue to have 4 binders for the year. So I did switch out my black binder, and I am doing next year, because I am doing the 5K elephant that is with the Thrifty Practitioner. I don't have the dashboard one in here yet, but it's with the Thrifty Practitioner. Guys, you like my little elephant? I got my little elephant charm I got to go with the binder. But anyway, I'm doing her challenge, and one of her challenges, it was the Save for Medical stuff, but that one I'm going to use as my month ahead, to save a month ahead. So with that being said, I eliminated my month ahead envelopes that I was doing, all of those, and I'm gonna just do $20 a week into the month ahead envelope that goes along with the saving challenge of the 5K elephant that is with Tara, the Thrifty Practitioner. I hope I explained that right. So all those envelopes that I was doing, the utilities, the water, and all that, I'm no longer doing those. I'm just doing 1 month ahead, stuffing $20 a week into the month ahead envelope that goes along with the game, with the challenge. The tracker I got for that is from Hey K Budgets. So each square will equal $20, and as I stuff the $20, I'll color off each square. As for this video, I could color off one now, because this will be the easiest one to do right now. And I'm gonna stuff the $20 that I have set aside for this. So let's just color this one off. Now I'm doing this a little early because she's not starting hers until January, but I just eliminated all those envelopes and just putting it all in here as one, instead of having a whole nother binder. I'm gonna just do it in here for right now. I mean for the rest of the year, and then start it, with the beginning of next year. It's all gonna be just in this one envelope. Now another thing I did, guys, I switched completely over to prop money, and I'll tell you why. I don't know if you guys watch He Budgets, but He Budgets is my first male budgeting person that cash stuffer that I watched on YouTube, and I enjoy watching the guys. Their perspectives is a little different than the women cash budgeters. But he got robbed. Well, he didn't get robbed. His home got burglarized, and he had a safe, but his safe was not bolted down. So when his home got burglarized, they just took his safe. Now, I also have a safe that is not bolted down, and I own my home, so I could bolt it down, but I don't want to bolt in my floors, and I don't want to bolt in my walls. So because of that, I've decided to go to prop money. I did have quite a bit of cash in my house, and he had quite a bit of cash in his. Now I know he had quite a bit of cash in his house because when he used to do change, to make change in his videos, he had a wad of $100 bills in just these little envelopes here. So that told me right there, okay, he had a lot of money. And he says in his video, go watch his video, guys. He says in his video, he got a little laxed with putting his money in the bank where it should have been. Well, where large amounts of money he had in his home should have been. And they just walked off with his safe and his money. Now, he still had quite a bit of money because he condensed some of his envelopes to get the cash out of his house. And I think he still took like almost $3,000 to the bank that he took out of the envelopes for the video purpose to put in the bank. So I can only imagine what he had in his safe. So that being said, that kind of struck a chord with me that some of these challenges and things that I do, I can transfer that money over in my bank and use prop money. And that's mainly what I am going to do. Only thing that I think now I will keep in my house is the emergency fund money, the emergency money, and some of the sinking fund money. And the only two sinking fund monies that I plan on keeping in the house is the gas and the grocery. Everything else is going to be in the bank. Because this world is getting crazy. People are getting a little desperate with some of the stuff that they're doing. And we work too hard for our money for somebody to just come and burglarize our house and walk off with it. I mean, I'll be a little upset if they walk off with my emergency money and the two sinking funds I do, but that's better than walking off with what I did have in the house and what I had in these envelopes. And with that being said, now I can leave these binders out. I don't have to stuff them all in that safe, getting them all scratched up because I paid a lot of money for these binders. But I feel more comfortable now knowing that what I had in there is now in the bank. And I created some accounts and some buckets that it's all separate now anyway. So all right, so that was my spiel on that, guys. So if you got some of these people I watch, I know they have a lot of money in those binders in the safe, which they say they have it in the safe, and you like, ooh, I couldn't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it no more. So just be careful, guys, because it's not hard to find us. It's not hard to find, knowing who you are on YouTube and knowing where you are. Little things we do tells us where we are. And I'll tell you one more thing because one of the YouTubers that I watch, she was explaining how she was trying to keep her life private and she didn't want, people to know certain things about where she lived, whatever. But she was saying certain things that my daughter picked up on and could tell where she worked and where she was the manager at. Just certain lingo she was saying, and sure enough, she looked it up, and sure enough, she found her. So nothing's secret, nothing's private. So be careful with, having that kind of money in your house, because they can find you. They can find you. At least if they do this, they ain't getting nothing but prop money. That's all they getting, this little fake money. This is just a symbol of what is in your what you're doing. That's supposedly in a safer place. All right, so let's move on. That was my little 2 cents. So with that, this is the $20. Let's move on to the month ahead. So now month ahead will be in this 5K envelope or 5K challenge. And this is the envelope for it. I put my prop money in here. I already colored off my tracker. And that's it. So each tracker is going to represent that amount that I need to save for my month ahead, what I pay monthlies in bills. All right, so let's move on. And I just think this is so cute. I got this from Amazon, guys. I was looking for a green one because her colors are green this year, but I could not find a green one to, I hope you guys can see that. That's the elephant. Isn't it cute? Okay, but anyway, sorry. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to my favorite one, you know, which is, of course, my, which of course is my sports challenge video, my sports challenge savings. So the sports challenge saving one now is in my light lilac binder, and let's get started. So my first challenge, and here's the prop money. Here's my prop money, and the first challenge I'm doing is, oh, another thing, guys, I gotta tell you, I did. I love my Minnesota Vikings. I went back to having to save for my Vikings. I just could not. I couldn't stop thinking about. I've been saving with them for almost 3 to 4 years since I've been doing the cash stuffing, and I just had to go back to it, guys. I just took some of that overtime money that I was doing. I put it in its bucket, and I brought them back. I brought that envelope back. So, that being said, let's mark our stuff off. So, I'm going to have 2 of them. I can't get rid of my Vikings. I love them too much. So, with that being said, on the 11th, week 11, they had 17 points. They lost. But, being that I stopped, I saved an extra $1 for Justin Jefferson's touchdown scores, and he had 2 touchdowns, but he didn't have 2 touchdowns this week. He just had 2 touchdowns during the time that I had stopped saving for them. So we're going to add $19 to this envelope. So let's go ahead and add that 19. Okay, here's my prop money. All right, I know I got it in here. I just got to find it. Okay. So, I should have had this separated, guys, and I didn't. So, we're going to separate it now. So, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So, we got 19 in here. And I'm going to go back and do the trackers later on. I'm not going to do the trackers right now. So, and you know what, guys, I didn't do? When I took that money to the bank, I did not color in the extra ones I had. I know I had an extra one here. So, but being that's 19, let's just color it in anyway. Let's just color one of the moons and stars in. We're going to do a purple moon. Because I had folded up money in there and I forgot to account for that. But, alright, so it doesn't matter. So it eventually will be accounted for. Dang it. I hate I did that now. Because I would have probably been further along than what I am. But that's okay. So the next one, let's do our NFL challenge. Here's my NFL week 11. I hope you guys can see that. Week 11. I saved $2 a win, $1 a loss. And my total for that week was $26. I hope you guys can see that. It's $26. I never know where the camera's at out here. Okay, it's right here. It's $26. I had $22 worth of wins, $4 worth of losses, so $26. So let's do that. Here's 20, 25, and 26. All right, 25 and 26, yep. So we're gonna put this in here, and we get to color off another moon. Yee! All right. So let's pick this one. We're gonna color this moon this color. Have a red moon. I think that is a saying, or it is a red moon. I'm not quite sure. Wait a minute. Okay. All right, so let's move on. the next challenge I have is my Ja Morant, my Memphis Grizzlies. Now, he did not score 20. He only scored 16 points this week. You guys can see that. He scored 16 points for his high score. So, Ja didn't save me any money. Ja didn't save me any money. Well, he saved me money, but I can't color off. I can't color off a moon, but let's put his 16 in there. 10, 15, 16. So next week, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to color off a moon. Now, Ja hasn't been playing. He didn't play last week, I think it was. He didn't play a day. But my next player, if Ja gets injured or whatever, is JJ. Is Junior Jackson. So I'll have to move on to him if that's the case. All right, and the last one is my hockey that I follow. So, guys, since I had quite a bit of overtime, I figure I'll just stuff my 1, 2, 3 weeks of savings for this instead of waiting, because I was going to do this at the end of the month, but I'll just stuff these 3 weeks and we can color off a honey pot. All right, so that was 3 and 4. That's what, 7? Yeah, that's 7. Where am I at? Okay, 4, 8. Yeah, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, that's wrong. Something wrong. I did something wrong, y'all. I did something wrong. Yeah, I did something wrong. But I don't know what I did wrong, but I put aside, I transferred $20. I transferred $20. So, but anyway, so I just got to remember to, and I don't know if I'll remember that. But anyway, we're going to put $20 in there, because that's what I said. That's what I transferred over, $20 worth of it. I just got to remember that $20 worth of scores is already in here. So that's what we got to color one off, since I had to do it anyway. We're going to color one of these off. Yeah, since we had to do it anyway, I'm going to just color it off. And I just got to somehow remember to do that. Only that $20 worth of scores is already in the envelope. It doesn't matter, because if it's over, it's over. Over the limits or too much. You can never save too much, is what I want to say. Never save too much. So, okay, guys, that is it for this video. Again, I went to Prop Money because of his video. It made me just realize I worked too hard for somebody to come in. Bad enough they robbed my house, but then they're gonna come in and steal my money too, or the money I set aside for my family. No, that was too much for my brain, and I never, as much as I watch these videos, it never bothered me until I watched his video the other night. So I just made some changes, and you'll see some changes to my other videos, because I went all Prop Money. I'm doing all Prop Money from my videos from now on. If I don't like it, you can always change back, but I think I'm gonna like it, because I felt a whole lot better after that change. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the change. I shall see you guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend, having a great Saturday by the time you see this video. And I will see you guys tomorrow, which will be Sunday, for our weekly Sunday cash stuffing videos. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe. God bless, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.